crazy? No. The castle's up this way, not that way. Ha! Hello, everyone. I am Mr. Maniacal, host of Insanity, and this is my co-host, Hubert. And we're lost. We're trying to make our way up to the castle to see who's coming up next on Creepy Castle Television. But you can go check out the horror-hosted madness right now by going to creepycastle.com. You'll get there before we will. That's right. So go to creepycastle.com, enjoy the horror-hosted madness. We're going to make our way up to the castle. We'll see you there. You know what, Hubert? We're going this way, not that way. You're always causing trouble. Why do I even listen to you?
The exciting adventures of an elfish will-o'-the-wisp, jack-o'-lantern.
Who's the blatherskite been chopping holes in me punkin' and letting in the draft fit to give a body a case of the vapors?
Oh, Michael. My, fancy that. It talks.
The old talking pumpkin trick, eh?
Is there no one here with the common decency to answer a simple question? Who's been cutting up me pumpkin shell?
Oh, don't be afraid, Colleen.
Michael? Colleen? What beautiful names you have. Takes me right back to the old sod, the very sound of them.
I cut the holes in your shell, Mr. Pumpkin.
Sure, and I'm a leprechaun, not a pumpkin.
A leprechaun? Leprechaun?
That I am. I just changed myself into a pumpkin seed to hibernate for the winter. And a fine rest I was having, till yous come hacking away at me boudoir with your carving knife.
Gosh, Mr.
Jack. Jack O'Lantern is the name of the Donegal O'Lanterns, I'll have yous know.
I'm sorry about your pumpkin shell, Mr. O'Lantern. We were just trying to make a head for our scarecrow.
'Tisn't the crows that be freezing the earth and scorching your crops, and 'tisn't the crows that be eating your corn and rhubarb every night.
Then who?
'Tis the ghosts, the ghouls and goblins, and herself Zelda the witch, along with her jellyfish of a husband, Sir Archibald the warlock.
Neither Colleen nor I slept a bit that night. We just lay there in our beds, shivering with excitement. And a few minutes before the witching hour, we quietly sneaked out to meet our new friend Jack-o'-lantern, and heaven knows what else.
Here they come now.
Really, Zelda, darling, must you cackle like that? It's hardly ladylike.
How many times do I have to tell you, stupid? Witches aren't supposed to be ladylike.
Oh, dear, every night the same old noise. Can't we spend a nice, quiet evening at home once in a while?
I don't think she's a very nice lady.
I'm not too crazy about the sissy with the pumpkin either.
Do your stuff, Billy, me boy.
See, Jack-o'-lantern, this is another one of your ghastly tricks.
That ought to hold you, old chap.
That's really dirty pool. I dare say Zelda will raise an awful fuss about this. Rankin Bass present Festival of Family Classics.
Features and fables with stories. narration today's presentation will be
From the exciting adventures of an elfish will-o'-the-wisp, jack-o'-lantern.
so bring on the whole family.
Children, just the sight of you makes me feel 50 years younger.
Tell us the story, please, Grandpa.
Story? Now, what story might that be?
You know, the story about Jack. Jack-o'-lantern. Over there on your windowsill.
Well, I guess Jack would never forgive me if I put off telling his story. Over here, children. Let's see now. A long, long time ago, when your great Aunt Colleen and I were tots just like you two, our father brought us up from the city to live right here on this very farm. We were very poor, and things didn't go well from the beginning. Ah, there's my father now. Poor man, trying to coax a meager crop from the stingy soil. Do you see him?
Yes. Yes, I can see him.
There's my sister, Colleen, with Lulu the cow. We'd have gone without milk if it hadn't have been for Lulu. There I am with Swayback, the old gray mare who did the heavy work around the farm. And that's Billy, our pet goat. He didn't do much of anything but cause trouble.
We're all finished, Father.
I've had it for the day, too. I don't know where all this hard work is getting us. We slave all day putting the fields to rights, then wake up the next morning to find the soil hard as a rock from frost or scorched by brush fire. What crops there are picked to pieces by those mangy crows.
But it can't be the crows, Father. They've stayed away ever since Michael made the scarecrow.
Then it must be ghosties and goblins, because every farmer in the area has the same problem.
Maybe we need a better scarecrow.
What we need, Michael, is some kind of miracle.
Michael, what are we going to do?
I still say if we had a better scarecrow, it would help. Look at that poor thing. How could he ever scare anybody? He doesn't even have a head on his shoulders.
But how?
I've got it. That pumpkin you brought in from the field the other day. Where is it?
In the kitchen.
Go get it and meet me in the barn.
Now, what are those kids up to?
Beats me, but it must be something important. Billy, you come away from there. Can't you see the kids are busy?
All I want is a little taste.
Little taste my hoof. You'd eat anything you can lift.
All I had for lunch was 2 rusty tin cans.
Times are tough all over. Now get out of Colleen's way and be quiet.
They expect you to do a day's work on 2 crummy tin cans.
There, it's finished.
Michael, it's just beautiful.
It's supposed to be scary.
Oh, well, It's that, too.
Who's the blatherskite been chopping holes in me punkin and letting in the draft fit to give a body a case of the vapors?
Oh, Michael. My, fancy that. It talks.
The old talking pumpkin trick, eh?
Is there no one here with the common decency to answer a civil question? Who's been cutting up me pumpkin shell?
Oh, don't be afraid, Colleen.
Michael? Colleen? What beautiful names you have. Takes me right back to the old sod, the very sound of them.
I cut the holes in your shell, Mr. Pumpkin.
Sure, and I'm a leprechaun, not a pumpkin.
A leprechaun? Leprechaun?
That I am. I just changed myself into a pumpkin seed to hibernate for the winter. And a fine rest I was having, till you'd come hacking away at me boudoir with your carving knife.
Gosh, Mr.
Jack. Jack O'Lantern is the name of the Donegal O'Lanterns, I'll have yous know.
I'm sorry about your pumpkin shell, Mr. O'Lantern. We were just trying to make a head for our scarecrow.
A head for your... Now, why on earth would you want to do a thing like that for?
To scare away the crows who ruin the farms every night.
Crows, is it? Crows? Oh, that's rich. Look, everybody, I'm a scarecrow.
Please, Mr. O'Lantern, you're frightening Colleen and the animals.
And this is me chapeau, I suppose.
Billy, don't.
Why, you cheeky little...
Don't hurt him, Mr. O'Lantern.
Of course I won't hurt him, lad. Wouldn't hurt to teach a little beggar some respect for his elders, though.
But why did you carry on so when I told you about the crows?
'Tisn't the crows that be freezing the earth and scorching your crops, and 'tisn't the crows that be eating your corn and rhubarb every night.
Then who?
'Tis the ghosts, the ghouls and goblins, and herself Zelda the witch, along with her jellyfish of a husband, Sir Archibald the warlock.
Ghosts? Goblins?
Sure, and they want to drive all you farmers away from here so they can have the land for themselves.
What are we going to do?
Don't you worry your pretty little head, lass. Old Jack will take care of the demons for you. You're talking to a leprechaun, and all us leprechauns have a pot of gold.
You have?
Right here in me pumpkin shell, and with me pot of gold I got more magical powers than the whole flock of spookies put together.
Gosh.
Tell you what we'll do. You two run off and get some sleep while I stand guard in the fields. Then sneak out and meet me at midnight.
Okay, Mr.
Well,
O'Lantern.
don't be so formal, lad. Call me Jack. Now, scoot.
Anything you say, Jack. Come on, Colleen.
Sure, and there's going to be a fine brouhaha before this night's over.
I didn't see it. I didn't hear it. It never happened.
It was just a bad dream.
Sure, that's what it was. A dream.
How come all three of us had the same dream?
You and your big mouth.
Sunday, the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew come face to face with Dracula. Then,
my sharks can kill.
the conclusion of the $6 million man's fight to the finish with a great white shark. Right after the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew. Sunday at 7, 6 Central and Mountain. Next, a legendary creature with an unearthly thirst for revenge transforms herself into a giant spider and stalks her next victim. Stay tuned for the curse of the Black Widow.
If you can't get credit in my store, you can't get credit. My name is Mac, and I give you my word.
All right, your name is Mac? What? I don't get it. What's the point?
Well, I give you my word.
Your word for what?
That my name is Mac. See, it's on my driver's license.
You know, I'm not even sure what this is supposed to be about, really.
Furniture. You don't get it?
Furniture. Okay.
Furniture. Monsters. Furniture.
Because it just seems, well...
I give you my word.
Your word on what? I guess you're losing me here. I'm trying to help you out, but
furniture.
You're losing me. Okay, what's this got to do with furniture?
I give you my word.
Your word for...
My name is Mac.
I get that part. What I'm saying, I'm trying to help you out here. Okay, you got a commercial going here. It's about, I'm assuming, furniture.
Gorton's Furniture.
All right.
I give you my word.
You do a lot of these, do you?
Lots.
Because I got to be honest with you, this one seems a little, well, stupid.
My name is Mac, and I give you my word.
You guys, we'll do one more time.
Yeah,
right?
I like it this way.
All right.
Try
it again.
My name is Mac, and I give you my word.
555-7-825.
Hi, this is Dale K from Spook Show, and you're watching Creepy Kastle TV.
The exciting adventures of an elfish will-o'-the-wisp, jack-o'-lantern.
Neither Colleen nor I slept a bit that night. We just lay there in our beds, shivering with excitement. And a few minutes before the witching hour, we quietly sneaked out to meet our new friend Jack-o'-lantern, and heaven knows what else.
Ah, there you are, young'un. And just in time, I might add. The fireworks should start pretty soon now.
Fireworks?
Oh, yes. Zelda and her bunch like to make a big entrance. I'm surprised you never heard them before. They make enough racket to wake the dead. But wait. Do you hear it?
Hear what?
The wind, lad, the wind. Don't you hear it beginning to moan, kind of weird like? That means they're on their way. Zelda and her pack of blackguards will be upon us any minute now. Now, little ones, there's nothing to be feared of. So long as I got me pot of gold, no harm can come to you. Or Jack-o'-lantern will best them at every turn. Just you watch. Look, there they come now.
Oh, really, Zelda, darling, must you cackle like that? It's hardly ladylike.
How many times do I have to tell you, stupid? Witches aren't supposed to be ladylike.
Oh, dear, every night the same old noise. Can't we spend a nice, quiet evening at home once in a while?
You were the one who said we should acquire a nice piece of land for when we reach retirement age.
But I mean, this is so undignified.
Here they come. But what are they going to do?
Well, they usually starts the proceedings off with a rain of hailstones. But I've handled that old trick many a time in the past with me trusty horn of plenty. They're in for a treat now. Watch closely.
Zelda to demons! Zelda to demons! Let's hit them with a barrage of hailstones. We'll have them running for the hills in no time.
Dear.
Come on, Zelda, you old baggage. Let's get on with the Donnybrook.
Hailstones away!
So you have finally got things going, have you? High time, I'd say. Not a bad try, you ugly heathens. Just ain't seen nothing yet.
What's this? Our own hailstorm backfiring on us? I sense foul play afoot.
I should say so. Some cad's ruined my topper.
I smell a rat here.
Oh, I do hope so. I'm famished.
Oh, Jack, you were wonderful.
It's not over with yet. They'll be back. Herself is no pushover.
I say, Zelda, darling, this is most unusual.
You're right, Archie. I'm going down to have a look.
Look, here she comes.
That's herself, all right. The old biddy is coming down breathing fire.
A brush fire. Quick, form a bucket brigade.
Now, lad, I told you I had the situation well in hand. You see this little bit of powder? It's called instant tropical storm. All you do is add water and...
Oh,
course I am, darling. Ain't I been telling you that all along?
All the double-dealing dirty tricks. A tropical storm.
Something amiss, my love.
You bet it is. And I think I know who's behind it. Zelda to demons, dive in formation.
Jack, they're frosting the soil. No crop could ever come up through that.
Now, when will the two of you ever become believers in old Jack? Oh, sorry, young'un. I forgot it was just mortal. Now, as I was saying, there's nothing these beasties can do that Jack-o'-lantern can't undo. All I need to do is place a call to the North Pole, order a dash of the midnight sun, and puff! Not only is the frost gone, but the fields have been watered.
The midnight sun from the North Pole.
Jack, you're the greatest.
True, true, true.
Let's face it, my dear, there's someone down there with magic more powerful than ours.
You bet there is. And I know who. He's pulled that midnight sun bit on me before. Jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lantern? Well, that just about wraps things up as far as I'm concerned. Shall we off for home?
Not on your broomstick, bird brain. Jack-o'-lantern's had the best of us for the last time. No, I found his Achilles heel.
He's what?
His weak spot. Those two kids down there. He's obviously fond of them.
Oh, please, Zelda. Let's don't get children involved in all this business. They always manage to botch things up so.
Not this time, they won't. Once we grab those kids, we'll have Jack-o'-lantern in our power.
Oh, dear, I sometimes wonder if this is the same sweet girl I married 1,600 years ago.
In the middle of the night.
Do you experience feelings of dread in your basement or attic?
Have you or any of your family ever seen a spook, specter, or ghost? If the answer is yes, then don't wait another minute. Pick up your phone and call the professionals. Go, Ghostbusters! Our courteous and efficient staff is on call 24 hours a day to serve all your supernatural elimination needs.
We're ready to believe you.
Hello, boys and girls. It's me, the Frito Bandito. You know what I heard about you? I heard you want to be a Frito Bandito like me. You do? Then you must sing the Bandito song. Let's sing together. You just follow the bouncing Fritos corn chips bag. Ay, 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 ay. I am the Frito Bandito. Hey, I like Fritos corn chips. I love them, I do. I want Fritos corn chips. I'll get them from you.
Lo, 'tis a gala night, beneath these lonesome latter years. An angel thronged, bewinged belight, an angel drowned in tears. Ah, hello, I'm Mr. Maniacal, and you're watching Kreepy Kastle Television. Soon to be home to, my insanity. Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
You will follow me. We'll dive on that That's where Jack-o'-lantern is hiding out. And while we keep him busy, Archie will grab the kids.
Me? Surely you jest, Zelda. Me capture 2 children? You know how I loathe the little monsters.
Oh, stop whining, you worm, and do as you're told. Demons, attack!
Just as I feared, here they come again. You two hide yourself behind that haystack whilst I give them what for.
Be careful, Jack.
What's to be scared about? Nobody can hurt us, not with Jack-o'-lantern on our side. Help! Oh! Help, Jack! Put me down! Let go of me!
Oh, I say, do stop making such a fuss. I'm not enjoying this any more than you are.
And let that be a lesson to you. Don't tangle with Jack-o'-lantern unless you're prepared to take a shellacking. Well, if it ain't Miss Death Valley, 1808.
We meet again, Jack-o'-lantern, and this time I will be victorious.
Tell that to your bunch of boobies I just sent packing.
Oh, I know you've got powerful magic in your pot of gold, you scoundrel, but I have the ace in the hole. Both aces, as a matter of fact. Jack, help! One more move, O-Lantern, and I'll turn these brats to stone before you can pull any of your tricks.
I'm warning you, Zelda. If any harm comes to either of them youngsters, you'll not escape the wrath of Jack-o'-lantern, and that's a fact.
I'll worry about that later. Right now, I'm giving the orders. Unless you want 2 young statues on your hands, you'll come out of that pumpkin shell and leave your pot of gold inside.
Leave me pot of gold? You daft woman. You know I'd never leave it out of me sight.
Either that, or I zap the kids. What's it gonna be?
All right. You win, Zelda.
Are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. Here, you hold this while me and my demons drive these farmers out of here once and for all.
Oh, dear me.
All right, demons, follow me.
I don't think she's a very nice lady.
I'm not too crazy about the sissy with the pumpkin either.
They certainly aren't being very nice to the kids.
Yeah, and that sure gets my goat. No offense, Billy.
The 3 of you just stay where you are. Remember, I've got the magic pot of gold, so there's no use trying anything tricky.
Ah, the spineless toad. If I could only get me hands on him.
There must be something we can do.
I certainly hope so.
I'll tell you what I'd like to do. I'd like to butt that warlock through a wall.
Kid, I think I just got me an idea.
What is it, Jack?
Just you watch. Oh, Archie, me lad, would you be so kind as to fetch me lid? There's an awesome draft thing.
I suppose so, but no tricks now.
I'm the soul of innocence. Do your stuff, Billy, me boy.
Oh, you thief, Jack-o'-lantern. This is another one of your ghastly tricks.
That ought to hold you, old chap.
That's really dirty, Pool. I dare say Zelda will raise an awful fuss about this.
Would you kindly get a move on, you beastly bovine?
I'm doing the best I can. Oh my, this isn't bad at all. Now what, Jack?
All I got to do is hop into me pumpkin and trash them spooky blighters to a fare-thee well.
Come on, I gotta see this.
I'll learn you to mess with an old lantern. And as for you two vipers...
Jack, you did it again.
And was there ever any doubt? I told you I'd do it, and I done it. Of course, I had a little help.
I'm afraid it was too late, though.
Kids, I'm prepared to make a deal with you. Being as how I'm getting on to 6,000 years old, it's time I was thinking of me retirement. Now, in return for a nice, warm, peaceful home for me and me pumpkin shell, I could promise you a bumper crop by the time the sun is full up.
You could live with us forever.
Done.
And Jack's been with me ever since.
Wow.
Gosh.
Now I've got to see if your grandmother needs help in the kitchen.
Gee, that's a terrific story.
Yeah.
I don't believe it, though, do you?
No, I don't think so.
What do you mean you don't believe it? In my day, we were taught better manners than to go about accusing our elders of fibbing. You don't believe it, indeed. Something wrong with kids these days, if you ask me.
Two pumpkins are sitting in a pumpkin patch. One pumpkin turns to the other and says, "Boy, it's cold out tonight." The other pumpkin jumps and says, "Holy cow, a talking pumpkin."
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not gonna try it. You try it. I'm not gonna try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
When you bring life home, don't tell the kids it's one of those nutritional cereals you've been trying to get them to eat. You're the only one who has to know.
Well, I guess Jack would never forgive me if I put off telling his story.
A horror host is part comedian, part spooky figure, and they're a magician because they have to take these crappy movies every week and make you want to watch them. And they got to put some kind of magic into them to make you want to watch them.
Double mint adds to your fun. Double fun for everyone. Double freshness, smoothness too. You will love it, millions do.
You'll love the double fresh taste and double smooth chewing goodness of Double Mint gum.
Makes your mouth feel fresh and clean after meals and in between. Double mint adds to your fun. Double mint chewing gum.
Hello, Ormsby here from Cinema Insane, located in the haunted lighthouse of Mastic. I want to talk to you about something that really made me angry today. On Facebook, my friend Chad Byers, aka Undead Johnny from the World of the Weird Monster Show, posted an article from the Patch.com about a school district in Skokie, Illinois that has banned Halloween. School Superintendent Quentin Shepard has banned candy, costumes, and parties because he claims poor kids can't afford costumes and some people don't celebrate due to their religion. So he decided to ruin everyone's fun for a few people who might be offended. That's dumb. Halloween is a fun holiday all kids look forward to, whether they are rich or poor. I didn't have money growing up, and I still had a great time on Halloween. One of my favorite costumes was a Star Wars Jawa costume my father made for me in 1978. It cost nothing and was made from paper, tape, and love. And using religions that don't celebrate Halloween as a reason is a weak one. All religions have something they don't celebrate. We'll just wind up banning everything under that thinking. Another reason brought up on the Patch.com was that Halloween has connections to paganism and ancient religion, and should be banned for that reason. If we ban holidays that have ties to old religions, then we'll have to get rid of Christmas and Hanukkah too. Halloween, as celebrated by most people today, isn't a religious holiday. It's a time for people and children to dress up and have fun. Let the children be children and have a childhood, for goodness sake. The stupid intendant made this boneheaded decision without asking the community for input. He was quoted on the Patch.com as saying, "Frankly, I did not want to waste the community's time." Shepard said, "We knew what their response would be. We know they would feel strongly about banning Halloween in the school district. So the reason we didn't go forward with the community hearings is because we knew they would be upset. In other words, he knew what he was doing was wrong and didn't want to let people know until he had forced it on the poor children of Skokie. The only people he talked to were people who were already against Halloween. So he only listened to a small minority of people he knew would agree with him when making a decision that affects everyone. This idiot gets paid $190,000 a year to make stupid decisions. Amazing. Your tax dollars at work, people. Hey, Mr. Shepard, how about you work on helping students improve their grades and graduate instead of imposing your political correctness on them? If I was a parent in this district, I'd ask that he pay back the district for all the resources he wasted on this. I'd also ask for his resignation. But that's my opinion. Since this happened, parents in the district have been understandably livid. And the school board, who were not consulted by the stupid intendant when he banned Halloween, said they may change the decision. But as of October 7th, the ban is still in place. Why should you care if some school district in a town where you don't live decides to ban Halloween? It doesn't affect you, right? Wrong! These kinds of bans are like a virus. They spread far and wide and make everyone sick. One school district does it, then another follows, then another. Then towns start thinking about banning Halloween for the public good, which is not what the public wants or good in any way. Soon, children are growing up in a politically correct, bland world where no one is allowed to have fun. The war on Halloween has to be stopped. The line must be drawn here. This far, no further. Let petty political correct tyrants know you will not allow Halloween to be taken away. Stand up for the children of Skokie and everywhere else. Fight for the right to have Halloween before it is taken away from you too. I'll give up Halloween when you pry it from my cold, dead claw. Thank you. So, what do you think we should do to prevent Halloween bans in the future? And how can we restore Halloween for the poor children of Skokie? Leave a comment below. And make sure to like and favorite this video. And don't forget to share it on your social media site of choice. That's right, Mother. Halloween bans are scary.
You make this shot, you can have anything you want for dinner.
I'll have Kentucky Fried Chicken, Mom.
You got it, superstar.
Kids love Kentucky Fried Chicken, just like other folks. And with all those delicious fixins, what a meal.
It's finger-licking good! Real goodness from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Everybody had their own influences by whoever was on in their city.
My first horror host was Roland.
My horror host was Zachary, because I grew up in the New York area.
We're both big Zachary fans. It was Channel 9, I think, WOR in New York that we watched him on.
I have to say Ghilardi was the greatest because that's who I grew up with.
The thing that worked best about Ernie is he didn't care.
It was the first time you saw a host anywhere go, man, this show's a turkey tonight, gang.
When I would do things with him, I felt like I couldn't go wrong.
When I was watching Sir Cecil Creep, I was at an age that a lot of the programming that was aimed at me would have a host.
Yes, that's what we need. We need a horror host on Channel 29.
It sort of took the edge of the scary off the movies, which was nice when I was so young.
Of course, there was Vampira.
I resent women with big bosoms. I had to fake mine.
Vampira was more seductive, more kind of quiet, very mysterious.
Yeah, well, I don't know. At some point, she was more interesting than the Killer Shrews.
And then, of course, 20 years of Chilly Billy Cardilli, Bill Cardell.
I've had that name now, Chilly Billy, since 1963.
Your creature features, oh, I love the cigar. I love the rocking chair. No, that wasn't me. That was another guy.
I just sort of walked into everything I did.
The thing that was amazing about that show was the invitation in it that was kind of like you could make a show.
Oh, heck, I can do that. I can probably do it better.
It was the most exquisite experience of my life to do that show.
It showed how we started this whole business of introducing late night scary movies on television. Aren't you glad?
Halloween is really a special time, isn't it? Especially for me. You can see why if you know who I am. Look up a little. That's me, a jack-o'-lantern. At Halloween time every year, I sit up here and watch everybody go by. It's a nice and scary time, isn't it? All those wonderful costumes and masks and makeup. I think about how much fun Halloween is. I also worry a little bit about the things that can spoil the fun of Halloween. Those kinds of things scare me too, but in a different way. For instance, look next door. That's where Corey lives.
Corey, have you got that pumpkin ready yet?
Corey's going to carve a pumpkin with her dad.
Weighs 50 pounds.
That's a big one. It probably weighs close to that.
Probably.
Come on here and set it down.
Okay.
Let me get the paper straightened out.
How's that?
That's fine. Have you decided what kind of face you're going to make on it yet?
A happy face.
I'll do that.
Now, a pumpkin's not easy to carve. I know that. You need the proper tools. But first you have to draw a face that you can carve.
So you got to be careful.
Corey's doing that.
That's a nice pumpkin face.
Thank you.
Let's see if we can cut the top off now.
Then you cut the top off so you can scoop out the insides. It takes a sharp knife. And you know sharp knives can be dangerous if they're not used right. I'm glad that Corey's father is helping her. It's much safer that way.
Eager to get inside?
Yeah.
Go ahead and pull that off.
Ew, look.
You ever seen the inside of a pumpkin before?
Yeah. Not that way.
Okay, now comes the fun part. Gotta start cleaning it out.
Getting my inside scooped out tickles me. It'd tickle you too, if you were a pumpkin. So far it's been fun. But look at Corey's hand. Kinda gooey, isn't it? Corey is going to carve the face with a small knife. Can you imagine how that knife could slip and maybe cut her? I hope Corey will do the safe thing. Good, that's a lot better. A clean, dry hand can hold a knife safely, and cut with it safely too. Cut slowly, carefully, in small slices, and always cut away from yourself.
Thank you.
Make sure there's an adult, or someone a lot older than you, who can help you if you need help. That's the safe way to carve a pumpkin. I'm glad Corey isn't going to spoil her Halloween fun. Carve carefully. That's one way to have a Halloween that's fun and safe. But what about having a candle burning inside your pumpkin? Well, I'm sitting on brick. But a candle and a pumpkin on a wooden porch might not be safe at all. A flashlight could be a lot safer then. But it's best to stay away from lighted candles that are inside or outside of jack-o'-lanterns. You know why. Well, not everybody carves a pumpkin on Halloween, but just about everybody does dress up in a costume. For instance, look across the street there. Do you see what I see? That robot is Jeremy in his costume.
Oh, Jessica, it's you. How do you like my costume? You look great.
Well, it may look great from the outside, but from the inside, things don't look very good at all. Jeremy can't see very well with his robot head on, and I don't think the rest of his costume lets him walk very well. He can't bend his knees.
How are you going to walk in that? I don't know.
It's hard for Jeremy to keep his balance. If Jeremy went out like that, he might keep losing his balance all the time. He might fall down just anywhere, and probably everywhere. Sidewalks hurt you when you fall on them, and so do streets. And streets are especially dangerous to fall down on. Jeremy has to be able to walk better if he doesn't want to spoil his Halloween fun. There, that's better. A costume shouldn't make you trip or fall. That's not safe. It should be easy for you to move in your costume. And you have to be able to see where you're going.
Look, Jessica.
A mask that makes it hard to see could get you into all kinds of trouble. There, that's much better. Jeremy can see well now and move safely in his costume too. Oh, but look at Jessica. She can't see much with her mask on.
It's too big for me.
A monster needs an ugly face. But does it have to be a mask? Makeup can be just as good, and it's always just the right size for you. Just don't get it in your eyes.
Okay, I'll get another one.
If you're not too good at putting on makeup, get an adult to help you. Make sure your mask and costume let you see well and walk well, and they won't spoil your fun on Halloween. Of course, the reason you get all dressed up at Halloween is so you can have fun going trick-or-treating.
Grrr.
And I like to see all the children out in their costumes. But when I see them, I always hope they don't forget all they know about crossing streets safely. And I hope you don't either. That's especially important when drivers can't see you well. And for you to see the cars well, it's a good idea to take off your mask when you cross. Even though it may not be night yet, it's dark enough to make things outdoors hard to see, you and the cars. It makes me so happy when I see children look to their left for cars, then right for cars, then left again before they cross. You mustn't forget all the safety rules you know on Halloween, and especially because it's dark. It's safest not to cross between parked cars. That can be very dangerous. And don't cut across yards or empty lots. When it's dark, you can't see what's there. Remembering safety rules is very important on Halloween. There's something else that can help keep you safe outside when it's dark. You'll see right away. Yes, just as I thought. They're coming up my walk now. The people who live in my house like to take pictures of the children who come by.
Okay, we're going to take a picture for a treat, too. Everybody smile.
Now you'll see what there is about their costumes that makes it easier for drivers to see them when it's dark. Do you see how easy it is to see the bright colors in the costumes? Bright colors are easier to see at night than dark colors are. But there's something else. Some parts seem to glow from the camera flash. That's how those parts will look when car headlights shine on them. Those are just pieces of special tape that reflect light very well. You can put tape like that on your costume and on your trick-or-treat bag. Some costumes already have reflecting material on them. Making your costume and your bag easy to see makes you easy to see, and that's a good way to help make Halloween safe. The safer Halloween is, the more fun it is, for you and for me. That's what I think. But some people have a strange idea of fun. They think it's fun to mess up other people's things with paint. They don't think about how the people feel whose things are ruined. And some people think it's fun to throw things at cars and houses and buildings. But the people whose things they're messing up don't. I don't either. It isn't fun to spoil other people's things and make them unhappy. Some people even think it's fun to smash pumpkins. Oh no, that's not fun. Not for all the people who work so hard carving pumpkins, and especially not for us pumpkins. Whew, wow, that was close. Some people don't know what fun really is. I do, and I'll bet you do too. And I know they do. Trick-or-treating is always fun, but there are some things you should remember to help keep it fun. One thing is to always go out with friends. And have an adult come along, too. Don't ever trick-or-treat alone. And if someone you don't know very well invites you in.
Look, tonight. Would you like to come in? I have more treats inside.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
That's right. Say, no thanks. And don't eat the treats while you're collecting them. Stay in your own neighborhood. Don't get too far from home. Don't worry, you'll collect enough treats. People are expecting you. And even if you don't stop at houses with no outside lights on, which you shouldn't, you'll have a wonderful time at Halloween. Some of you will probably still be out when it's really dark. That's when flashlights are an especially good idea, to help you watch out for places you might fall or stumble over if you didn't see them. But remember, don't shine those flashlights into anybody's eyes, especially a driver's eyes. That could be dangerous. It isn't hard to have a safe Halloween. Just look how easy it is to see those children when they cross. They wouldn't want an accident to spoil their Halloween fun. I wouldn't want that to happen either. Trick-or-treating is almost over this Halloween for Corey and Jessica and Jeremy. It's almost time for them to head for home. But what do you do with all the treats you've collected? A lot of them are things to eat, of course. But you don't eat them all, at least not right away, that's for sure. And there might be some you won't want to eat at all. Get a grown-up to help you decide, or at least someone a lot older than you. You see, some people think it's fun to play tricks with your treats. Watch out for candy wrappers that have been torn or punctured. That might be a sign of tampering. There might be things in the candy, so break open candy bars before you eat them. Cut fruit into pieces before you eat it, just in case something's been stuck in it. Watch out for things that look like candy, but might be medicines or drugs, or even poisons. Don't eat anything that doesn't look right. If it looks funny, it might not be so funny if you ate it. Treats are so much fun to collect. It'd be awful to have them spoil your Halloween fun by making you sick. Corey's treats won't make her sick, and I hope yours won't make you sick either. I hope you can have the most fun you've ever had this Halloween. Halloween can be a scary time, not because of witches or ghosts that we know aren't real, but because of real things that can spoil our fun. Just remember these few important things I've told you about. Carve your pumpkin carefully. Make sure that you can see, and make sure people can see you. Remember all your safety rules, and take off your mask when you cross a street. Trick-or-treat! Trick-or-treat in your own neighborhood, and don't keep any treats that don't look right. If you can do all that, then you won't have to worry about scary, real things happening on Halloween, right? Right.
Have a fun and a safe Halloween.
Hello, creeps. It's me, John Kassir, the voice of the Crypt Keeper. And you're watching Creepy Kastle Television.
human creatures just sitting around and watching Creepy Kastle, log in today at creepycastle.com. I'll see you there.